has a different aesthetic than the last backyard. No idea if it's framed right or not. No idea. But I just want, like, remember the grapes? Remember the grapes in the old house? And I was going for a kind of suburban homestead idea in the backyard. When I first started my YouTube channel, I wanted to talk about Bitcoin. My name is Brian Harrington. I've talked to thousands of Bitcoiners, both in person, online, over years of stacking Bitcoin, talking to newbies all the way to OGs. And I've learned a thing or two, watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and anyways, used to have a suburban homestead backyard because that was the only thing that would pop on YouTube for me at the time. But now Bitcoin videos have worked out. We've moved homes. This is our new backyard. And I want to tell you that I hold all of my liquid savings in Bitcoin. All of it. My favorite macroeconomist is Jim Bianco. Look him up on YouTube. Watch his videos on YouTube. They're good. Like, they're awesome. I like the fact that he understands traditional finance. He understands Bitcoin and crypto, and he also understands the bond market. And then he's also like, he's edgy enough against the like kind of just establishment economics, but he's not so just like talking about precious metals like every single day. So he's honestly a great mix of a lot. And what he's talking about in his most recent videos is the 4, 5, 6% market. Let me make sure this is framed right. Let's do this for today, and I'll keep working on that shot over there. So yeah, Jim Bianco talks about the 4, 5, 6% market, where cash earns 4% in a high yield savings account. Bond market earns 5%. The stock market, he thinks, is only going to earn 6% moving forward. And that's with all the ups and downs. So in the next few months, could you still see outsized gains or whatever in the stock market? Totally. In one-off stocks, could you still see outside gains? Absolutely. What I would add on to this is, even in a conservative situation, let's just put Bitcoin at 10. Let's put like Bitcoin compound annual growth rate on average over the last pick your years has ranged from 40% to 60%. Okay, and that's still getting kind of conservative, not taking out the way early years where it just exploded, right? Even say it levels out to 10, because you can find different people on YouTube that talk about super cycle or no super cycle, or bear markets are over, or the 4-year hike goes the same. I've talked about it in other videos. I'm not really great at even thinking about it before. I don't really think about the 4-year halving cycle. I don't really think of like altcoin season versus non-altcoin season. I'm just like, look, Bitcoin is better money than fiat. Bitcoin's better money than fiat. Where money is a technology that stores your labor to take care of the coincidence of needs, to make trading and bartering with other people easier, so that when I need food and you sell swimming pools, I don't need to trade food directly for swimming pools. The technology, stores our labor, and then you can go and buy things. That's the reason why we have money. Fiat money doesn't work because the government and people that print fiat money can just manipulate the bottom level supply, which is why wealthy people hold assets instead of holding money, and why the wealth gap grows. That's what's happening. Like, that's truly what's happening. The reason why Bitcoin then cuts through all of that is because Bitcoin acts as money, the most liquid medium available on earth for trading and buying things, but it doesn't lose value the way fiat money does. Nothing else in the world does that. Also, nothing else in the world has a founder that's anonymous and not here anymore. Like, every single thing has a spokesperson. Like, the United States dollar has a spokesperson. Every single stock that you like has a spokesperson. Every single other crypto has a spokesperson. So Bitcoin is truly unique in that it can be like the next world reserve currency, which is just this fancy way of saying the money that everyone uses. So if regular cash and high yield savings account is earning 4%, if the bond market is earning 5%, if the stock market is going to earn 6% in the long run over the next little bit of time, even put Bitcoin at 10, it's the best place to hold all your money. Bitcoin is the best place to hold all your money. Now, a note to kind of other things. You don't hold only money. And this is mainly just, I feel like regular people on YouTube understand this. This is a message to kind of the people that, like me, listen to way too many Bitcoin podcasts. I've been doing Bitcoin since 2015, listened to way too many Bitcoin podcasts, read way too many Bitcoin books, and that warps your perception. It takes you all, like, the rabbit hole is good and bad. You go all the way to the bottom of the rabbit hole, find all the truths that are available, which is all that boilerplate stuff I just told you about fiat money and how Bitcoin's better than fiat money. All of that is true and good. But then you pick up these weird little personal finance habits that aren't that great. Like, they're at the bottom of the Bitcoin rabbit hole, because Bitcoin OGs were great at talking about Bitcoin. They were bad at talking about personal finance. And when you go all the way over in the other rabbit hole, I just recorded the podcast. My friend Trey on Chain Capital, he's writes a newsletter for the FIRE movement, right? If you go all financial independence, retire early. If you go all the way to the bottom of that rabbit hole, you have some good ideas, like some really good ideas, but you then also pick up really weird, interesting like perspective on investing or on money that makes it hard to come back over and realize the core truths of Bitcoin or real estate. Real estate's another one. Dude, listen to all the Bigger Pockets, listen to all the Meet Kevin, listen to all the real estate financial freedom, stack rentals once a year, all the way to wealth building. Go all the way to the bottom of that. Again, you find out all the truths, but then you realize all of the like little things that don't fully map up to a wide arching perspective. And so this is the thing for the people that have all the way at the bottom of the Bitcoin rabbit hole right now. You don't only hold money. You don't only hold money. You hold nice houses, you hold cars, you hold things that make your life better, and that's okay. And sometimes you need someone to just be like, that's okay. It's okay to optimize for things besides your spreadsheet, besides numbers on your phone. That's okay. It's okay. And it's okay to understand all of that truth about the bottom of the Bitcoin rabbit hole and then come all the way back up and realize that you are living like a very real reality, breathing very real oxygen, interacting with very real humans around you. And you have the ability to influence them and influence your own physical reality with all of that truth. And I actually think that's what's going to make Bitcoin adoption explode to the next level, is when people that are like influential cross spectrums, like cross different niches, understand the core truths of Bitcoin and kind of leave the most weird perspectives on Bitcoin personal finance tips over the last 7 years at the bottom of the rabbit hole, come back up and spread it to more people.